Tough. It's going to be a tough battle. We saw earlier as well in top 32, it was a very tough battle for Live Fast to get to this position. So Beige, maybe some cracks in the armor available up in that lead position. We're going to find out what happens here. Here we go into turn 1 initiation for your first battle at top 16. Oh, wow. Really wide for Live Fast. Gets it into the rumble. 2 tires on. That may be a big deduction. Beige going to pay a little bit of respect here. Lose out in proximity. Kind of slow in the transition to match what's going on and ahead of him. But brings it back in for the wheel tracks just fine through the long swooping left-hander. And Beige doing a really solid job of chasing. A big mistake on initiation for Live Fast. Having some issues with my FPS now as well. Awesome. All right, here we go. This is the second half of this first top 16 battle. Beige leading this time. Live Fast in chase. But here comes the initiation. Oh, really big angle for Beige up in that lead position. That may have been one of the spicier initiations I have seen so far. That car was all but around in the lead. Couple tire drops in the chase position. It brings back in that proximity. Back to the tire tracks. Touches the bumper on the final transition and across the line. This is going to be an interesting call for the judging stand because Beige, that could be debatably an unchaseable lead. Oh crap, what the hell? I got it.
Mr. Bucket in that red Mustang. Addie with a bit of a shallower initiation, grabbing some curb there. That's all fine and good. Gonna have to gain some ground here. Mr. Bucket nice and smooth up in the lead. Consistent. Oh, as I say that, a little bit shallow from Addie is gonna cause him to lose some ground. And then just on the power is Mr. Bucket. Not a bad run from Addie, but he sacrificed a little bit of angle to keep up with him. I think that might be his downfall. Come to the end of the 50 roll. Addie in that beautiful... Oh,
whoa,
wow.
That's way wide. Yikes. And there's the pass.
Goodbye, Addie.
Oh.
You know, I think it just might be Addie said he was nervous coming into the event. And obviously, Mr. Bucket's not somebody you want to go up against. Oh, yeah, he's got 800-something horsepower on this bad. 820.
Yeah, that's
that lead car.
Definitely the stock car. Come the end of the day, pretty good out here when they come to these drift battle tournaments. So here we go for this Outlaw battle now. Profit leading and Rudo in chase. Initiation, GTR versus Mustang battle. A little bit shallow on that initiation as Profit, but a nice piece of angle in that lead position. Rudo there matching the angle, pushes the bumper even across on the transition, up the corkscrew now. Rudo there with them, maybe a little bit of a tire drop in that lead position on the rumble strip, but the gap is starting to show. We've seen before earlier in the judging stand, when someone touches that rumble strip on the inside, they may say the gap was caused because of the cutting of the corner, but Profit definitely starting to pull away at the end of that run. All right, well, here we go. Back off of the 50 roll again for the second half of this battle. Initiation, here comes the angle in the lead, running it pretty deep into the corner. It will run it wide on the exit of 1. Profit playing reserved in that chase position, but starts bringing it now up the corkscrew and across the bumper on the transition into the exit of the corkscrew, a little bit wide in the lead. Now Profit, once again, just playing it reserved, playing it safe, keeping it there with him and in the picture, but a couple of mistakes in that lead position for sure from Rudo.
And too close to call. It is Outrun. We don't try to think too much here because we're kind of dumb. All right, another outlaw battle. Big gap, big angle from Profit. He was listening, ladies and gentlemen. Big angle from Profit, shallowing a little bit up there. Big angle again. Rudo definitely got to close the gap a little bit here. Another big angle from Profit. Nice and smooth out in the lead, and now he's just going to open the gap up. No tires off. That might be the best lead run I've seen from Profit in a long time. Can I get a mushroom and sausage? All right. Another one going a little bit shallow.
Oh, yes!
Right on the door, not making contact, going a little bit of wide. You saw sparks on Ian's side, but I didn't. Oh, transition with bumper. But was he offline? He was mid-track.
We're gonna need a clip. Somebody clip that.
We will need a clip for that. I'm gonna say Ranga at a massive disadvantage here, both in car selection and aggressive entry from Ranga right there with him. He's on the door, gives him a little one tap. One of the most aggressive follows I've seen on Ink. Ink's going to pull away a little bit here, again, more towards his car choice. Ranga really cut that corner to try to gain some ground. Other than that big yeeting of that corner, holy crap, Ranga showing up. That BMW, especially in his hands, is pretty busted. So Ranga, for driving something that's... hasn't... Bye? Not a bad save. He just gapped the shit out of Ink, and I was like, oh, that's over. But no, he, not a bad save. Ink's going to slowly chip away at that gap here, and hello, right on the rear quarter panel. And, Ranga, a little bit,
really shallow on the exit as well.
I think that might be the end of Ranga.
Yeah.
Overpowered, but it definitely heightens.
It's strong. It's a very strong car. Put in the hands of somebody who knows what they're doing, can also put down some really good stuff. Let's see what it's got in the chase versus speeds in that 4-rotor S15. Here comes the initiation. Lots of angle up in the lead. Actually running a picture-perfect lineup in the lead. Will Speeds be doing? This is probably one of the more clean and consistent lines I've ever seen in the lead. Big, good. Wow, holy cow. Good. You know, Speeds is running down a really good line. So a bit of a corner cut and chase, trying to catch back up. Runs across the bumper, making contact as they both cross the line. That's a good battle. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try it again. Initiation. This time, Speed's getting in on the door. Huge angle in the lead from Valiant. A little bit deep, but does not go too far. Recovers nicely in that Spec 5 Mustang. Speeds is right there once again. Valiant running a beautiful line himself. A little bit deep in the second to last corner, cutting a couple of tires onto that rumble strip. Speeds making contact even as they now work their way across the line, but Speeds was there in turn in that chase position to absolutely answer what Valiant did in his chase. What a battle.
One of the more human drivers on TOS, one of the guys that we see make a little bit more mistakes than others. So Taz definitely not going to get dumpstered here. Good entry from Taz.
Oh, he's with him. Oh!
Good entry from Anthem as well. Very aggressive transition. Maybe a little bit, a curve very wide from Taz, though. He's going to be able to gain the ground. Anthem actually running a pretty good lead run. If anything, just maybe a little bit more angle. That's just being nitpicky. Misses the outer zone by a little bit. Taz was doing great for the first half of that run.
Yep.
And here they go. Little bit of a late entry from Taz.
Oh no, he saved it.
He made it in. Not a really good save. Anthem looked like he was expecting him to go wide, just didn't. Gonna lose some ground. Gain it right back up though. Oh, Taz one tire off, which I believe is allowed there, and then holding to that outer zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep that in mind. If you get it, you cannot change tires in the middle of a battle. You can't run a lead, change tires, run a follow. But if we call one more time and you want tire, you can absolutely do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Taz Junkie versus 2S Anthem. A little bit of a crummy 50 roll. Taz right on him though. Is he going to transitions about the same as Anthem does, but makes it look a bit cleaner. Anthem running a good lead run, big angle in that Mustang. I say that, goes a little bit
no. Taz is all over this man.
As Taz is one of those guys that's making me really proud that we're making this all worth the effort. All right, coming into the first corner, Taz in the lead position. Is he going? Oh, he went a little bit wide again, but he carried a this time. Anthem right there with him, way smoother of a transition. Grabbed a little bit of curve, but he can do that. Coming back into the hairpin, up on the door. Hello, how you doing? Contact, but doesn't affect either driver. That's what we like to see.
Yeah. All right, here we go. OMT2 between these two drivers. They are absolutely scrapping for every single inch they can take. Which one of them are going to take that inch and turn it into a mile? Anthem initiation, runs it in, really parks it and runs it really deep into turn one. Unfortunately, I think he got on the angle a little too early, and that caused a giant mistake in the lead position. Taz going to be sitting in the back and matching what Anthem is doing, but again, Anthem tripping over his own ankles, and here comes Taz for more proximity at the end of the run. Man. I love seeing this stuff between these drivers. The no-names, air quotes, the underdogs, can finally step up and take it to guys like Pro License, TOS, Anthem. Here we go on the initiation. Taz going really deep, but no, he once again recovers it and brings it back down to the inside. That line is glorious. Anthem all over him, though, as they go up the hill. Big piece of curb being eaten out by the driver in the lead position, but both of these drivers are still throwing down Hughes. Taz running that line he needed to up front, and Anthem all over him once again.
Eat some food.
All right, so this is 6 versus JJ. Once again, JJ, after losing out, getting our reserve slot in place of Cubo, and now going up against 6 in the Corvette in the lead. Initiation, really big angle by the Corvette in the lead. Once again, a little bit deep on the exit of one, however, but does not run too far wide. Once again, wide though, however, up the hill now. JJ staying with 6 all the way through and through. Lots of angle in the lead, but definitely starting to park it a little bit on the exit of the corkscrew. 6 making mistakes, and JJ, I don't know where he was going, far to the left of the track, up the left-hand sweeper. Second half of this battle, that car, it just had down on power, but the style is there to show, maybe a little late, but brings it in nicely to recover 6. I don't know where he's going. He's going far to the right, making heavy contact, and goes around in the back position in chase. JJ will advance further. A couple of mistakes. You have to call this battle.
I would absolutely call this battle, Ian, because that's what I do.
What a Chad.
You can catch me every Saturday at twitch.tv. No. 6 in the lead. You can see him getting a little bit of a jump there. Big entry from 6, but he's going to go wide. It's going to give JJ the opportunity. Woo! No commitment. No commitment there. That was the issue. If JJ would have kept his foot on the gas, He could have made that pass clean. But no, he was like, I'm gonna go. And then, yeah, I think it's a little bit less tough than...
Oh, no!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't even care. That was nuts. 6th, got the electric Corvette behind him now.
Oh.
Over rotation, but he's...
Oh, where's he going?
Rotation for the other as well, and our revs die. What are you guys doing out there?
Jeez.
Gentlemen, here we go. Winad, fresh off his... I think both these guys are EST pros now. Winad in the V6 powered Zenki.
Oh.
Going really shallow. Going to give Scorp an opportunity to close right in, and he does. Staying in the pocket. Going to be able to get on his door a little bit here. We got to let him transition again. Oh, just weird line from Winad. Scorp was expecting him to go a little bit farther ahead than he did, and just didn't.
Really sloppy battle, both these.
And off they go. VQ power versus SR power. S14 versus S14. Zenki versus Scoot. A little bit of a bump coming in. Little Forza 2 strats. Winad right on his door, but sliding out a little bit wide. Scorp sliding out as well, but not nearly as wide. Wanted grabbing a ton of curb there. Scorp sliding out to the outer zone. Wanted's transitioning right over his bumper. A little eager, running into the door.
See what happens this time. Here we go with that initiation, running it out wider this time for sure, but really deep. Scorpion trying to close in that proximity, but charges a little too aggressively, loses down the proximity up the hill now. Winad absolutely getting it up and through that corkscrew. Makes his way out of the exit onto the long-speed left-hander. Okay, running it wide and way better that time, all the way through the finish line. I'm not gonna say it was as, you know. And off the 50 roll, here we go. Initiation, Scorpion gonna go big ones and all over that door as well. Making sure that he is not gonna be going out quietly this time, making sure his mistakes are made up for from last time around, getting the second chance with this OMT. Scorpion, good lead as well. Wanted matching exactly what's going up ahead. Both these drivers cleaning it up and throwing down the stuff we were expecting off the get-go. Great battle between these two drivers. Round that is absolutely produced. Let me just say that right now. This section is absolutely given back in kind. Here we go. Initiation for Ink in lead position. Live fast and chase. Once again, running it really shallow in the chase position. A little bit too much forward drive by the BMW in the chase is going to cause a giant corner cut. Ink up in the front, you know, just doing Ink things, running the line as he should, right on the white line, exiting the corkscrew, and almost back on the white line again for the left-handed sweeper. This man is just a robot. We go for the second half of this grade 8 battle. Initiation by Live Fast. Big angle in that lead position this time, not running shallow.
Very wide, though.
Yeah, definitely a little bit wide on the exit of one, but making up for it in kind. Up the hill now, turning right for the right-hander out of the corkscrew. Ink is there with him. Live Fast actually starting to get a little bit of a gap. A little bit of a bobble in that chase position. Ink, a little bit shallow on his angle, and he's going to start losing out on proximity to Live Fast all the way through the finish.
Bucket in the lead. Rudo giving chase. Rice Dish. Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Good save by Bucket. A lot of guys, when they get hit like that, and we will tell our judges to view it. We'll finish running if I get into that. A little bit shallow from Rudo. Missing the outer zone a little bit. His Bucket's going to allow him to open up a bit of a gap and across the line. So when contact like that happens, we need one of those World War II.
It's basically what happened, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely what happened. Rudo in the lead. Bucket giving chase. Bucket.
Hit him back. Hit him back. Oh.
Entry. Safe, soft but safe, aggressive from Rudo. Rudo running a pretty decent lead run right now. A little bit wide early, but that's okay. He's going to get out to the outer zone. No tire drop. Going out to the second outer power alley zone. Good run from Rudo, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make up that sucker punch that he gave the passenger door on Bucket's car. Juki's basically our Kofi Kingston right here.
Oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. Off the tube, rolling back into turn one. Speeds this time. Big angle to the lead once again, all over the clutch, letting that four-rotor absolutely rev up in the front position. And Taz, not really getting in on the door, but not necessarily letting Speeds get away either. Speeds one of the faster drifters here in Forza. But, oh, there comes the gap right there. Look a bit of a small piece of oversteer almost on the exit of the corkscrew for the lead, but recovers it okay and starts pulling away. Left-handed sweeper. Taz not ready for the speed.
Taz and the Redemption S15. Ooh. No. Too soon. Entered a little bit too soon. He didn't hang out on that rumble strip like he did last time. Speed's right knocking on the door, giving it a little bit of extra room. He's going to drop one tire there. Again, that's no foul. That's going to leave the door wide open for Speeds.
And there is.
Valiant effort for Taz, but I think that might be the end of his Outrun run.
Here we go now. Winad is leading this time. 6 in the chase. Here comes the initiation. Giant angle in the lead.
Jesus.
Once again, big course cut by the Corvette in chase. The Tesla-powered Corvette kind of getting phased on initiation, but it brings back in on that proximity at the end of the run nicely. Winad a little bit shallow, exiting the corkscrew, but is able to bring out the angle for the finish of the run. And 6 down to the 50 roll now. Here we go. On the power, you could hardly tell with one of the cars up front, but here we go. Initiation really deep into the corner once again. 6 just throwing it too much sauce on his initiation, been doing that almost all tournament long, but is able to recover it okay for the rest of the run. Big angle in the lead once again. That thing almost running 90 all the way through. A small tire drop in the lead, unfortunately. If he can clean up his turn 1, 6 had something for this tournament, I gotta believe.
Final 4 here at Outrun number 7 at Yas Marina Corkscrew. Big entry from Ink. Nice and smooth on the line. Bucket, as we see, there's some chinks in his armor there. A little bit of a wiggle waggle. Gonna open the gap up. Ink, 0 mistakes so far. Maybe a little bit of curb. Bucket saying, I can do that too. Grabbing the curb, gonna gain some ground.
Oh, brings it in.
From Ink on the exit. But I don't think that's gonna be too much of a detriment to him, because Bucket, uncharacteristically, making some mistakes in the follow run. More likely to run it just as good of a lead run as Ink did. Let's see what he can do in the follow. Turn number 1. But the same thing. Oh,
wide.
It's going to give Ink a chance to catch in. A little bit too close there under the transition. Too close. Right over his bumper. Both of them grabbing curb there, going into the power zone. Ink, hello, how you doing?
All over him. Give a shout out to all those guys in the booth. That's Tofu, Frosty, and Jimmothy. No strangers to the drift scene, and they've been around the judging scene for a while as well. But once again, hats off to you guys. Thank you so much for stepping up and doing it this round.
Oh, we're not over a cone there. I don't know if it actually affected him.
No, it's like this time. Oh, there's a gap this time. It seems almost naturally that time. Looks like Bucket wasn't with them that time going up the corkscrew. Here he comes back, giving a charge at the end, though. Oh, absolutely, he's there. Almost across the bumper for the transition through the final corner as well. Charging in late. All right, which one of these two drivers are going to be advancing to your final in round number 7? Is it going to be round 6's winner, or the man who has basically been dominating Outrun up until this point? We're about to find out if the king has a new crown, or it's going to go back to the old. Here we go with the initiation. Bucket maybe a little bit wide coming out of 1, but Ink is going to stay with the tire tracks. Hits the bumper, almost hooks him, but they recovered it okay. Bucket able to continue the run, losing out now, exiting the corkscrew. Bucket runs it out to the line beautifully. A small bobble by Ink and Chase, and the proximity is lost.
With a higher seed, getting the lead. Mixtape coming out soon.
Whoa.
A little bit wide, water going a bit shallower. Gonna lose him at proximity, actually. Gaining right back up on that uphill turn. Coming around the sweeper. Consistent. Water going a little bit wider than speed, so it might open up a little bit of a gap. Actually, it didn't at all. Consistent gap, it just wasn't there from the beginning.
Yeah, a couple
I only just kept up with him. So let's see what happens when they're switched positions. Wanted going a little bit shallow again. Speed going to take advantage of that and cut the corner properly. Definitely a lot closer to Wanted. Wanted shallowing up a little bit. Speed right there with him. Kind of a wonky in terms of the follow.
Yeah, wonky follow, but I also got to believe that was a little bit of a wonky lead as well. It seems like the hot spots for trouble here at this course are turn 1
turn
and
3.
coming out of the corkscrew.
After that last one. Wanted, you know, showing a little bit of the inconsistency here, but Ink maybe with possibly a change in mentality. Ooh! Big aggressive entry from Wanted. Ink was on the line. That's got to be on Wanted. We'll have to watch that again. Wanted entering again a little bit too aggressive, and again, all 3 corners in a row. Ink nice and smooth out front. A little bit of a tire drop there, but he's allowed that. And big angle across the line. Wanted. Ink comfortable anywhere, really. That orange and black and white Tandem BMW. Wanted maybe experimenting for this upcoming season of ESTA. Or just trying something different. You know, you can't drive a Mustang all the time. So...
Don't tell that to Vakari.
Insert Vaughn getting Junior angry face here. We're heading into turn 1 now. That big angle.
Oh, Wanted!
Ink just was a little wide and just had to cut so much angle off it to make the corner. And shuts down.
Huh.
Really, I don't know if he just gave up for, because he definitely didn't zero.
Oh, that wasn't a
Maybe
zero.
He thought he straightened out.
So already, here we go for your grand final. This is Speeds XS versus XE Mr. Bucket to decide who is going to be your winner at Yas Marina for Outrun number 7 off the 50 roll and into turn 1 now. Initiation Speeds throwing in the angle and style, but brings it in for the end of the corner, brings the clip perfectly like he's been doing all around love, but Bucket is not letting him get away. Up the corkscrew now, brings for proximity, but starts losing out now on the right-hander before they get to this long swing left-hander. Small tire drop in the lead for Speeds, and Bucket never really in the door for the entirety of that run. That S15 so hard to keep up with in that lead position in the hands of Speeds. Well, here we go then for the back half of your final battle tonight. This time Bucket will be leading, Speeds will be in the chase position. Bucket is going to bring the angle out in 1, but maybe right. No, he brings it in okay to the mid-track, maybe slightly wide, but Bucket running another good line all the way up the corkscrew, and Speeds is right there in the door. He's going to bring it in, almost makes contact, but starts to lose out. His over rotation on the exit of the corkscrew is going to allow Bucket to pull away as he crosses the line. This might be an interesting call. We may be going again, folks. Your winner tonight in Outrun Open, round number 7 at Yas Marina. It came down to the very end of the run, but that bobble is what is going to be deciding it. Your winner tonight, XE Mr. Bucket, for the 2nd time in a row in the Mustang, bringing out the new chassis tonight, and that's probably going to be the last time anyone runs a Mustang in Outrun Open, round number 7, regardless. XE Mr. Bucket, your winner, and it's not because the car is OP, and it's because you're driving it, it's because everyone's running it. We want to see something else. Congratulations, Mr. Bucket. Great job. Well-deserved for your 2nd win in a row at the Outrun Open. Fireworks in the background, which have been running the entire time. That budget has